What do you think of the work so far then, Noodle? Blink once for good. Okay, wicked. Thanks. So right, we've got the boot lid painted, no, prepped, bonnet prepped, bumper pretty much prepped as well, and then we're just doing the rest of the car. Right, this is the NC sitting now, pretty much ready for paint. I think we just got to do the skirts. I'm liking this though, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I got to fuck around with the exhaust hole because it doesn't line up at all. Bolt check this, get on the floor, roll it out, tidy up, sheets up, NC in, and hopefully start painting pretty soon. That's the plan at least anyway. Did you get that?
I did. What did you do?
I got a splinter. Right, I think I'm ready. That's there, car's there, and it looks like a kill room in here. And yeah, I'm going to start painting soon, and probably not going to film much of that because it's way too much of a pain in the ass. Just 320 grit on a DA because that's what I did last time, and it kind of turned out alright. I know it's not going to be the best, but I don't know enough to make it the best it could possibly be anyway, so it'll be good enough. Ooh, fucking. Yeah, so I'm going to do, I think, two coats of 2K primer, run it over with a Scotch Brite or something just to take the bumps out, and then wipe down, and then maybe like 3 or 4 coats of paint, 2K Championship White. Hopefully it all goes well. If it doesn't, then it's kind of just going to be as it is because I really done with this process now. I always forget how much goes into painting a car because it's taken about a day just to put sheets all over the workshop because I don't actually have a booth, and then is all the taking the little tiny pieces out of the handles and all those little bits that you forget about, and then masking everything off. So yeah, I'm quite bored of this now, but I think we're finally ready to actually do some painting.
Alright. So I need 2 to 1, just in case I'm not coming and fucking pick up the wrong one. So, pad extensions for a 2-post lift are also excellent paint tin openers. Oh, it's not. Oh, for fuck's sake. I was going to make a joke about it being the wrong colour, but that was probably even funnier. Why does it look so cummy? When I did the first primer as well, I brimmed it to the top, like, thingy, and then when I put everything in it, it was just like overflowing, and that's what all this is, 'cause I was staring at it, it's just fucking going everywhere. And then it all went in the bin anyway. I'm ready to paint, I've just got to mix it, go in there, turn the compressor on,
Yep.
come back, filter it into the thing, and then I'm good to go. Can you remind me to put my hood up as well so I don't have like frosted tips?
They're good with frosted tips.
Yeah, true. Oh my god! Jesus. That actually went much better than it looked like it was going to go. Oh! Oh fucking hell.
He's about to paint his masterpiece.
sorry to be the one to have to tell you this, but it's going to get worse.
I know.
Last coat then. Well, last coat tonight. Petrol! Fuel. That's rather poetic, isn't it, really?
We're out of fuel.
We're out of go!
You alright, mate? Time for dinner soon. This is where we got to. There's about 6 coats of paint and everything, because when I did the primer, it was about 2 cups of paint to do everything that's in here. So I mixed up 4 coats of paint to do the same, thinking it would be the same, and for whatever reason it went a lot further. So I ended up doing about 6 coats on everything. It ended up probably not being such a bad thing, because we've got such horrendous runs there. There's plenty to sand through, hopefully. And there's a lot more runs on the quarters as well. Like some there, and didn't for sure there was, you know, some there, and it's pretty much the same on the other side. But it's because if you come around here, just down there's just not really enough room to get the gun back far enough to paint it, and then obviously that's a bit of a darker corner as well, so it just made it really difficult to get it all in the right place. So yeah, currently just letting it all cure till it's hard enough to take stuff outside really, and then get some of the lumps off, because at the moment the runs are still quite soft. So who cares, it's going to look cool on track from far enough away. So that's the painting done, I think, now. There's a few things here. I was just sorting out some runs. There's some bad runs here, some over here. There's a few down here and loads on the quarters. That was pretty much all run. There's still a run down there, but that's where the skirt's going to go. But yeah, so there's runs here, runs all across the top of the arch. Loads of runs on the quarter down that side as well, and then also this was where that horrible run was here. So I basically just waited a couple of days for all the paint to harden enough to sand back, and then I went over it again. So I didn't really do any hard masking or anything, because I didn't want a solid line of where the old paint was, so I just kind of prepped areas and then painted over it, and I'm hoping that the overspray, this bit stuff here, will just wet sand and polish off, because it's not keyed in here. Whether that'll work or not, who knows. Got to take the tape off. Why isn't that going on? Woo. Yeah, because I'm not sure whether to tint these lenses red or not. I don't really know. Quite like the look without the red tint on, to be fair.
That one not quite fit.
No, it's a little bit too snug, but fits now. Skirts, bonnet, bumper left, but we're going to put a kill switch in the boot and then run the wire down to the battery at the front.
No, wrong.
I'm going to leave the bumper and the bonnet off for now to make that easier. Right, so last few things to do, hopefully. Sort out that exhaust, drop the tip down a little bit so it just sits a bit more central and better in there. Battery relocate is pretty much done. Cut off switches in, just need to tidy it up. Gonna put the skirts on and fix the front lip, and then to MOT time, hopefully. The man behind the bump. Isn't Kat the person behind the bump, because it's literally in front of her?
Yeah.
So you're calling your daughter's mother a man?
No, I'm saying she's fat.
Just found that little snail there. He was lurking in my side skirt, and cheeky bloke's done a poo. He's done a poo in my side skirt. So cheers for that. Didn't know snails actually laid logs like that. Now we know. I sheeted off the whole car, whole workshop, masked it, wiped it down countless times, carefully mixed all the paint, got proper filters, proper paint-ish, prepared it with a DA 320 grit, made loads of effort, well, made a fair bit of effort, and it came out, eh. And then I've basically rubbed down this lip with 80 grit. It's plastic. I wiped it down very half-assed, and then sprayed it in the sun with grass, bugs and shit landing in it, and just did it with a spray can with some premix. Like, you pull that pin out and then you just spray it on, and it's honestly turned out better than the rest of the paint on the whole car. So that's a cool little lesson to learn. If I'd known that it was going to turn out that much better, I would have bothered filling these holes in and stuff, but you know, I thought it's probably going to fall off and get smashed up again soon, so there we go. This is how the car looks now after we've painted it. I was hoping to try and go and get some rolling shots after the MOT and get some lovely photos and everything, but on the way back from the MOT I gave the handbrake a test pull, and then it locked on and I got stuck in a really dangerous spot, so I just dropped the clutch and floored it out of there to get out of harm's way, and then figured I'll just get home and I'll fix it there. And then when I got home, the brakes were then stuck on, very, very hot, and it was setting fire to all the ball joints and stuff on the end of the arms. So yeah, hasn't gone well, but yeah, so I guess the nice pretty rolling shots will all be in the next video after it's fixed and we're on the way to Scotland. Sorry about that.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.